Hey, good morning. My name is Francisco. Today is March 5th, 2024. It's a Tuesday, and I'm located in Singapore. So the purpose of this vlog is to document my cervical disc replacement. A little bit about my backstory. In 2005, they found that I had a herniated disc between L4 and L5 that I managed to do lifting up some gear from work. And it took me about 9 years of pain, physical therapy, and a lot of different things. Everything from acupuncture to acupressure to apitherapy, you name it, I probably did it until I got my discectomy and a laminectomy done in 2014. It was probably the best decision of my life, and I could talk to that if any of you have any questions regarding lumbar surgery. But the purpose of this video, again, is to talk about why I finally decided to get my cervical disc fixed. And in this case, it is going to be a cervical disc replacement, where they're going to do the operation from the front. It roughly entails roughly about 3 to 4 centimeter or 1 inch incision along the front part of your neck, where they'll insert the tools necessary from the Pro Disc line, which I'm going to be using to remove the herniated disc, and then to insert the Pro Disc C. So why did I decide to get this done? Yeah, back in 2014, before I got my lumbar surgery, I was training in a group of Marines again, and I was placed in a guillotine hold, which led me going to the medical unit at that time. They checked me out. I was kind of more or less okay, but I started having severe pain at the neck and started to be lightheaded. So I was sent to the doctors. They thought it might be an arterial tear, which could lead into an aneurysm. They did an MRI, and they realized that it wasn't an arterial tear, but an impingement on the nerve between L6 and L7. They said that it'll probably go away and resolve itself. It was just the position that you were placed in, and there's really nothing you can do at this point, except a little bit of physical therapy. To keep a long story short, I've been perfect until COVID, where I became a lot more sedentary, and then things just started popping up. And then in 2021, I was doing a little bit of stand-up paddleboarding. The pain just started. I have no idea why. What I did, I wasn't doing anything out of the norm. I don't think I've put my body through that much abuse, maybe that of a professional athlete in contact sports, but I've definitely done things. I've had my meniscus on both knees repaired. I've had a torn MCL. What else? 2 broken wrists, 2 broken arms, a broken heel, a broken toe, lumbar surgery, and a couple other things. Broken nose several times. So I haven't shied away from actually doing stuff, but I want to continue to be able to live in a more or less pain-free kind of way. So that said, 2021, I had that pain again. And I followed physical therapy. They said it was probably the rhomboid muscles just acting out until I finally got another MRI done in June of 2021. At that point, they said there's several herniations between C3 all the way down to C7. Nothing that is really pressing on the spinal cord itself. So continue with the physical therapy, and then we'll look at it a little bit more. So 3 months later, I had another flare-up, pretty severe, and on all the flare-ups that I've had, it's impossible for me to actually look up for anything. In addition to that, it feels like I have some sort of screwdriver lodged in between my spine and my right shoulder blade. It'll activate the muscle so much that I'll be like this for about a month. And it's impossible to pull it down because it just goes right back up. It hasn't been easy. It reminded me of the pain that I used to be in when my lower back was really, really bad, which meant a month of being okay, and then a month of hobbling, being in bed, pain medicine, anti-inflammatories. So I didn't want to go through 9 years of being like this, but even more troubling, this time around I've started to have serious nerve nerve pain. Sciatica was bad, but the muscle spasms were worse for my lower back. This time, it's not so much, well, it is the muscle spasms as well in my upper back, in my right shoulder, in my right upper back, right shoulder, but it's the pain from the nerves. This latest episode, I started having pain on my index, middle, and ring finger. Besides them being numb, previously it was only during my pinky. Now it was all 3 fingers, and soon it became the whole hand that was giving me issues. Besides pain, it was numbness, tingling, and I'd have pain that would roll down my forearm and then go through into my armpit. From the armpit, I would just have kind of like a radiating pain around the shoulder blade, the deltoid area. And like I said, not so much muscle pain, it was more nerve pain. They decided to do I believe it's an EGM, where they test your nerves. And the good thing is everything was normal, so there wasn't really any sort of nerve damage, which was fantastic. But there was a lack of responses on my reflexes, especially on my right shoulder, on my right elbow. So due to all this and the ongoing pain, I finally got a little bit more consultations, and the doctors that I've seen gave me a couple of different options. So we looked at it with several different neurosurgeons and orthopedists, and the one that I finally decided to do was located in Singapore, so I came to Singapore to get it looked at, and he agreed that the CDR, the cervical disc replacement, was probably the best option. To tell you the truth, it's been scary. I've been worried, especially now that I've come here to Singapore about a week ago. It's been an extremely difficult decision. I think that you can go into a black hole really quickly when you're looking into this, into fusions and disc replacements and anything surgery-wise. It's scary, and I scared myself a little bit too much until I decided to look for people that have actually had the procedures done. From what I understand, the amount of people that do this procedure and then have some issue with it is because they didn't do a good enough study on the candidate. They didn't see if the candidate's neck was in a good enough position to be able to do it. The recipients of a CDR have decided to forego the recommendations of the surgeon, and instead of relaxing for 6 weeks to 3 months of really not doing anything other than basic physical therapy, they've decided to just go do stuff that they shouldn't. It's extremely scary. And from what I understand, if anything were to happen, the CDR doesn't take, disc replacement doesn't take, or I do anything to lodge it out of the position, which I shouldn't be doing. It should happen fairly quickly, and that would mean that I would have to go back under for a fusion, because that would be the only remedy for it. So, taking that in consideration, I'm going to be very brutally honest. I don't plan on doing anything for anything, any sort of activity, for at least a good 3 months until I know that thing is solid. I'll do my physical therapy and that's it. I'll have an initial checkup with the doctor 1 week out. I might not be here in Singapore any longer. I might have to go see another orthopedist to do the follow-up and the follow-on and do physical therapy to ensure I'll have the movement with the neck. From what I understand, since they stretch your neck out, artificial disc in there, the ligaments around your neck get lengthened a little bit, and that will cause a little bit of soreness afterwards, but the actual bone itself, it shouldn't be a problem. So I will say it is incumbent upon you, in this case myself, to have done the necessary research, spoken to the necessary amount of people to know if this is the best option for you. For me, it's either living with pain or getting this fixed, finding a solution for it. And I have a 3-year-old kid. I want to be a part of his life as much as possible, and to be in pain and not being able to partake in his happiness or in his day-to-day items and his day-to-day stuff is heartbreaking. So I decided to do everything and anything I can to be able to regain my mobility and be able to be pain-free. It's been a tough decision just because of not knowing what's going to happen. It's just been hard, but I literally feel like I have a hot poker jammed between my spine and my shoulder all the time. That pain doesn't go away. It's just persistent there all the time. The nerve pain now is just grown in intensity since about 2 years ago. Thankfully, the shoulder doesn't lock up anymore, but it's just that ongoing pain that no matter how many meds you take, it doesn't go away. So for me, it's been quality of life. That's the decision I'm making here. Do I want to live my life pain-free to an extent, or do I want to continue with the pain and just push it down the road and see what happens? I don't know. It's just been difficult, and so I think that the CDR is the best option. I have my surgery take place tomorrow. I'll go into the hospital at 12. I'll have my surgery at 3, and I should be back in my room and awake around 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So it's roughly about 24 hours until surgery. And I'm nervous, I'm scared. And I think that if you're not scared or have doubts, then you're weird. But you should definitely be hesitant about it. But I think that making the decision to do it is the best thing for me. If you have any questions, please, I know what you're going through. I know you have tons of questions. If there's anything that you want to ask, I'm here for it. Willing to answer and give you my best opinion. But again, it's my opinion in my case. Every case is different. I'm not a doctor, but I'm more than willing to at least lend a shoulder, lend an ear, and help out in any way I can. So, good luck, and good luck to me too. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.